The United States has always grappled with its identity as a nation of immigrants. This struggle is evident in the ongoing debate surrounding immigration policy. In recent years, this debate has become increasingly polarized, fueled by economic anxieties and cultural fears. The election of Donald Trump in 2024 on a staunchly anti-immigration platform brought these tensions to the forefront. Trump's promise to deport millions of undocumented immigrants resonated with a segment of the population concerned about border security and national identity. Upon taking office, the Trump administration wasted no time in implementing its immigration agenda. Executive orders were signed, targeting sanctuary cities and expanding the criteria for deportation. Federal agencies, including Immigration and Customs Enforcement, were empowered to conduct large-scale raids across the country. New York City, a known sanctuary city and home to a large immigrant population, became a focal point of these enforcement actions. The stage was set for a showdown between the federal government and local authorities. Mayor Eric Adams, a vocal critic of Trump's immigration policies, vowed to resist the crackdown. He pledged to protect undocumented immigrants and uphold the city's sanctuary status. This stance put him on a collision course with the Trump administration, setting the stage for a high-stakes battle over the rule of law and the rights of immigrants. The crackdown in New York City became a microcosm of the national debate, exposing the deep divisions within American society. It raised fundamental questions about the balance between national security and individual rights, the role of federalism in immigration enforcement, and the moral obligations of a nation built on immigration. The outcome of this confrontation would have far-reaching consequences for the future of immigration policy and the social fabric of the United States. On January 28, 2025, the streets of New York City became a stage for Operation Secure Streets, a large-scale immigration raid orchestrated by the Trump administration. This operation, involving 20 teams of federal agents, represented a significant escalation of ICE's presence in the city. The message was clear. The federal government was determined to make good on its promise to crack down on illegal immigration, even in a city that had declared itself a sanctuary for undocumented immigrants. The operation resulted in the arrest of approximately 20 individuals. While the administration touted the arrests of individuals wanted for serious crimes, including homicide and terrorism, the details revealed a more complicated picture. 8 of those arrested had no criminal records, raising concerns about racial profiling and the indiscriminate nature of the raids. This operation, while seemingly successful in terms of arrests made, exposed the human cost of such enforcement actions. The choice of New York City as a focal point for Operation Secure Streets was no accident. As a sanctuary city, New York had long been a thorn in the side of the Trump administration. The city's refusal to cooperate with federal immigration enforcement efforts, particularly its policy of not honoring ICE detainers, made it a target for the administration's crackdown. The operation was as much about sending a message to other sanctuary cities as it was about apprehending undocumented immigrants. The raid sent shockwaves through immigrant communities across New York City. Fear and uncertainty gripped families as rumors of ICE agents patrolling neighborhoods spread like wildfire. The raids had a chilling effect on daily life, with reports of decreased attendance at schools, businesses, and community services in immigrant neighborhoods. The operation, while perhaps successful in its immediate objective of apprehending undocumented immigrants, had unintended consequences that rippled through the social fabric of the city. Beyond the statistics and political rhetoric lies the human cost of Operation Secure Streets. The raids have left a trail of shattered lives and broken families in their wake. Children have been separated from their parents, leaving them traumatized and vulnerable. The emotional toll on these families is immeasurable, as the fear of permanent separation looms large. The raids have also sown seeds of distrust and fear within immigrant communities. Many undocumented immigrants already living in the shadows are now even more reluctant to engage with social services or report crimes for fear of being apprehended by ICE. This climate of fear has had a chilling effect on community life, eroding the trust and social cohesion that are essential for vibrant and healthy communities. The crackdown has also placed a significant strain on New York City's resources. The city has already spent over $5 billion since 2023 addressing the influx of migrants, and the increased enforcement actions are only exacerbating the situation. The costs of detention, legal representation, and social services are stretching the city's budget to its limits. This financial burden further complicates the city's ability to provide essential services to all its residents, including those who are undocumented. The human cost of Operation Secure Streets extends beyond the immediate impact on those directly affected by the raids. It has also deepened the divisions within American society, fueling a climate of fear, suspicion, and intolerance. The raids have become a lightning rod for criticism, with human rights groups, legal experts, and community leaders condemning them as cruel, inhumane, and counterproductive. Operation Secure Streets has ignited a firestorm of controversy, exposing the deep political fault lines that divide New York City and the nation. Mayor Eric Adams, a staunch advocate for immigrant rights, has been a vocal critic of the raids, calling them inhumane and counterproductive. He has vowed to continue resisting the Trump administration's immigration policies and uphold the city's sanctuary status. However, the mayor's stance has also drawn criticism from those who support stricter immigration enforcement. They argue that sanctuary cities like New York are magnets for illegal immigration, and that the city's refusal to cooperate with federal authorities undermines the rule of law. This debate highlights the complex and often contentious relationship between federal and local governments when it comes to immigration enforcement. The future of New York City's sanctuary status remains uncertain. The Trump administration has threatened to withhold federal funding from sanctuary cities, and legal challenges to these policies are ongoing. The outcome of these legal battles will have far-reaching consequences for the ability of cities to resist federal immigration enforcement efforts. Operation Secure Streets has brought the debate over immigration to the forefront of American consciousness. It has forced us to confront fundamental questions about our values as a nation, our obligations to those seeking refuge, and the limits of our compassion. As the debate rages on, it is clear that the future of immigration in America hangs in the balance. If you found this video informative, please like, share, and subscribe, as it triggers the algorithm, allowing us to create more engaging content like this for you. And as always, thank you for watching.